So, as a son, it is important to me to be informed about like how my mother is being treated in the work industry. Did you know that women who have the responsibility of taking care of a child receive different levels of pay and treatment in the workplace? This is because of something called societal expectations, and this basically means that women can't commit or are unreliable compared to a father. This has something to do with what we call the gender wage gap. You may be asking, what is the gender wage gap? Well, to give you a quick rundown, the gender wage gap deals with the difference in earnings when it comes to like women and men. Experts say that women earn less than men. A big factor in the wage gap is motherhood. But we ask, why are mothers more likely to get discriminated against?
Employers are most likely to discriminate against mothers because they view them as less committed to their jobs. The root of the problem can start as soon as women goes to a job interview. There is research showing that there is discrimination against mothers in the hiring process. An article written by Newsroom, Ishuka stated, across labor market segments, mothers appear to be similarly disadvantaged at the hiring stage. It is proven that women are asked certain questions that are expected to answer when the same questions are not asked for men.
As my partner mentioned, this problem can start in the hiring process. Now, you may be thinking, isn't it illegal to discriminate during the hiring process? Well, a job applicant's race, national origin, gender, pregnancy, age, disability, or religion cannot be used by an employer in an unlawful manner. In accordance with elements like a job applicant's sexual orientation, state and local laws may list extra protected classifications. At every level of the hiring procedure, employers must abide by anti discrimination regulations. So, how do job corporations get away with this?
Despite the fact that working mothers make a sizable share of the American workforce, research indicates the prejudice and unfavorable perceptions against working mothers may still exist. A current article investigated minor prejudice against working mothers who are not pregnant in two different recruiting contexts. In study one, they discovered evidence of subtle discrimination showing that moms received more negative callback messages than women without children, men without children, and dads utilizing a between subject field experiment and applying for positions spread out geographically. Additionally, they encounter rejection more swiftly than fathers and women without children. In study two, they investigated a hypothesis in a hypothetical interview evaluation environment using a more controlled experimental approach. In contrast to women without children, they discovered that moms encountered increased interpersonal animosity across a variety of employment categories. Together, these studies show that working mothers face subtle prejudice in several stages of the hiring process. Mothers have a socially undervalued status in the workplace since they serve as the primary carers. Mothers are perceived as less worthy and competent, making them less desirable as job candidates because of their socially devalued status at work. But what makes this social acceptable in society? Typically, men are assigned the breadwinners while women are assigned to be the caregivers. Men are expected to be forceful, independent, and competitive, while women are expected to be nurturing, warm, and relationship focused. As a result, people are expected to have traits necessary to succeed in their assigned jobs. Role congruity theory claims that because women's professional roles don't align with their socially assigned caregiving roles, which is why they are treated more poorly in the workplace.
So, an effective way we can implement this solution is that we need to first respect the hardworking moms out there. Even though it seems like this isn't going to change anything, it's a start. Next, we need to better the system we have set for our mothers. We should allow mothers to be able to take maternity leave and guarantee them their job with no change whatsoever. We should allow mothers the same chance for promotions as the men in the workplace. We shouldn't let the choice of motherhood dictate the performance of the mother. We should allow mothers to work less hours and not fear missing out on important opportunities.
How can we fix this problem? We know that the root of the problem is that mothers are seen as unreliable due to the absence they have in their career because of having to take less work hours, maternity leave, etc. One of the fears mothers have been they may end up losing their job because they lack job security. So, what can we do to help mothers continue their career path without missing out on their children's lives? According to Newsroom, many European nations have lowered the typical full-time workday to a more sociable number under 40 hours. Additionally, workers in these nations are free to cut back on their hours without worrying about losing their job or running against the law. Unsurprisingly, nations with flexible work time policies have greater rates of employment for women.
So this solution would be effective because it gives the mother a chance to not only take care of their child, which is very important, but also continue their path with their work. And it will also ensure that they get paid the same amount that the father would in this situation. So we need to give mothers the respect they deserve because they are what bring us into this world. And as a son, I want for my mom to receive equal treatment in her workplace. And I want the same for all mothers in the United States.